Hello again, Remodelaholics, and welcome back for this week's DIY tutorial. If you're new and you like projects, be sure to click subscribe below for new projects every week. This week's project is a triangle-legged bench that has me swooning, and it's pretty easy to build too. Our contributor Allison from Sharktails needed a new entryway bench and fell in love with a handmade vintage bench she found online. So this is her simplified DIY take on that mid-century piece, and I'd say it turned out amazing. Give Allison a thumbs up below and leave a comment if you love this bench as much as I do. To build your own bench, you'll need a 2x2 and 1x3 pine boards, plus some wood screws, a pocket hole jig such as a Craig jig, a drill, and a miter saw. Get the full supply list and printable building plan over at Remodelaholic.com. The link will be in the description box below. Allison used some trial and error to get the angle of the legs right so you don't have to. Use your miter saw to cut your 2x2 pieces at the angles pictured. You'll have 4 pieces with a 15-degree miter at each end and 4 pieces with a 30-degree miter at one and a 40-degree miter at the other. This is a good project to get comfortable with a miter saw on. Be sure to check and recheck the lengths and angles with each cut to ensure that your pieces will fit together perfectly. Once your leg pieces are cut, now is the time to drill pocket holes to attach the legs to the seat. Allison didn't do this, but it all works out at the end. But you'll thank yourself later for doing it now. Then, join your sets of leg pieces together with wood glue and pocket holes to form 4 sets of legs. Pay close attention to where all the pocket holes should go so that all the holes will face the inside of the bench once they are attached to the seat. It's helpful to lay out the pieces and mark them. Once the legs are screwed together, you can fill the holes with wood filler or pocket hole plugs if you'd like. Now it's time to assemble the top frame to form the seat of the bench. You'll cut 4 pieces to the dimensions in the cut list on our blog at Remodelaholic.com and assemble them into a rectangle using countersunk screws in each corner. It's helpful to use a right angle clamp to keep everything square as you assemble. Once you have your frame assembled, measure the inner width and cut your 1x3 slats to the measurement. Cut 7 slats and attach them to the top frame using pocket holes flush with the bottom of the bench. Place your center boards first and work to each end, evenly spacing the slats. Now, you'll attach the seat frame to the legs. If you've drilled the pocket holes earlier, you'll use those. Allison instead drilled down the top of the frame into the legs. Next, measure and add a 2x2 support board between the front and back legs. Attach using pocket holes or by countersinking a screw through the outer legs like Allison did. It's time to finish up this bench. Fill in all the holes or gaps with stainable wood filler and allow it to dry, then sand everything to a nice smooth finish. stain and poly the bench, and then add a cushion for a great spot to sit. Allison stained hers a light Puritan pine. Tell me in the comments what stain or paint color would you use in your home. Benches are some of our favorite projects, so if you'd like this one, be sure to check out our other bench tutorials. We have a full playlist. If you've got a sheet of plywood, you can build this pretty angle-legged bench or the stacked plywood bench with a half-lap construction that looks amazing. We have a couple other tutorials, so be sure to watch the whole playlist. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and give it a thumbs up and be sure to click subscribe. See you next week with another project.